You know that moment when someone hears your age and their eyes go wide? Wait, you're what? They stare at you like you just told them you have a secret anti-aging potion. But here's the truth. You don't have some rare DNA. You're not bathing in baby goat milk. And it's definitely not just your moisturizer. There's something deeper at play, something most people don't talk about. It's in your mindset, your habits, the way you carry yourself when the world throws chaos at your feet. See, the funny thing is, we often think of youth as just physical. Smooth skin, shiny hair, glowing eyes, but real youth. The kind that people feel when they're around you. That's emotional. It's mental. It's spiritual, and that's where Stoicism quietly steps in. You don't need to walk around quoting Marcus Aurelius like a monk with Wi-Fi. But what if the way you think is why you look younger than everyone else in the room? What if your calm response to stress, your refusal to chase drama, your quiet confidence is what's keeping you radiant? That's what we're talking about today. The 7 hidden reasons you probably look younger than your age, and how Stoic thinking, ancient, grounded, and simple, might be the reason why. Stick around, because these aren't your usual tips. They go beneath the surface, right to the way you live your life. You don't have to meditate on a mountain or give up your favorite dessert to unlock the kind of peace that makes you look ageless. And no, this isn't about some magical skincare serum hiding in a marble temple. It's about something way simpler and surprisingly powerful. Your mind, your reactions, the way you think, especially when things don't go your way. That's where Stoicism steps into your life, not like a lecture, but like a quiet friend reminding you, you don't need to freak out over every little thing. The Stoics, people, like Marcus Aurelius and Epictetus, they weren't emotionless statues. They were people who lived through wars, exile, betrayal, and still managed to keep their dignity, their clarity, and surprisingly, a kind of calm strength that made them stand out. And that is what we're diving into today. These 7 hidden reasons aren't about Botox or biohacking. They're about energy, peace, and how practicing just a little of what the Stoics taught can make you glow without even realizing it. Before we begin, I'd appreciate it if you liked the video so you can help me continue spreading Stoic philosophy. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I highly recommend you do so and activate the bell so you don't miss any future videos on Stoicism. Now, let's get into it. Reason number 1 is something most people overlook, even though it drains years off their lives and their faces. Reason number 1, you don't sweat the small stuff, and honestly, that alone makes you look 10 years younger. Think about how most people walk around. Tense shoulders, tight jaws, eyes darting at every little inconvenience like it's a personal attack. The bus is late. Their coffee order's wrong. Someone cuts them off in traffic. Boom, instant stress. And it shows in their face, in their voice, in their energy. Now picture someone who just lets it go. Someone who sees the same annoyances and thinks, this isn't worth my peace. That's you. And that attitude, that's deeply Stoic. Marcus Aurelius said, you have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. And strength in this case looks like emotional calm. Emotional calm looks like glowing skin, relaxed posture, and a presence that feels safe to be around. People don't always realize it, but stress has a physical weight. It creeps into your face, your tone, your breathing, and when you refuse to carry it, you walk lighter. You speak softer. Your face rests easier. That alone makes people stop and go, what are you doing differently? You look great. But you know the truth. You're not doing anything fancy. You're just not reacting to everything anymore because you've learned what the Stoics taught. Most things don't deserve a reaction. Most chaos isn't yours to fix. When you practice this day after day, it rewires your nervous system. You sleep better, you breathe deeper, your eyes soften, and all of that adds up to a more youthful presence without ever touching a product. So next time someone's honking, or the internet's down, or someone's being petty, remember this. Letting go doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're free. And freedom from the little things, that's one of the most powerful anti-aging habits you'll ever have. Tell me in the comments, what's one thing you've stopped stressing about, and how did it change your life? Reason number 2, you rest instead of worrying. Now I know in a world that glorifies busy, rest almost feels like a guilty pleasure, but not for you. Because somewhere along the way, you figured out that lying awake overthinking doesn't solve anything. And believe it or not, that ability to rest, to really rest, is one of the biggest reasons you look younger than your age. Most people carry stress into bed like it's a second job. They replay conversations, overanalyze texts, worry about things they can't change, until 2 a.m., eyes wide open, mind on fire. That kind of inner chaos ages you. But when you've practiced stoic thinking, you learn to tell yourself, is this within my control? If not, let it go. It sounds simple, but that one question saves you hours of mental spinning. Epictetus put it clearly, make the best use of what is in your power and take the rest as it happens. When you live that way, your nervous system starts to trust you. You breathe slower, you fall asleep quicker, you wake up softer. And that softness shows in your face, your skin, your smile. You've probably heard people say, you look so well rested, even when you've had a long day. Why? Because you're not burning your energy on worry. Your body heals better, your eyes stay brighter, your energy stays smoother. And the wild part is, you're not even trying to look young. You're just living wisely. That's the Stoic advantage. It doesn't try to impress. It just works quietly, from the inside out. So while the world is chasing hacks and miracle creams, you're laying your head down, closing your eyes, and letting go of what's out of your hands. That peace, it's priceless and rare, and people can feel it, not just in how you look, but in how you show up. So here's a question for you. Have you ever let go of something and suddenly felt lighter, calmer, maybe even younger? Drop it in the comments. I'd love to hear your moment. Reason number 3, you don't chase validation, and that's one of the most underrated reasons you look younger than you are, because nothing exhausts a person faster than constantly needing approval. It's like running on a treadmill that never stops. You post something, then refresh your phone 100 times. You say something, and immediately wonder if people liked it. You wear something and scan faces for a reaction. It's subtle, but it drains you, and over time that chasing shows in your tension, in your anxiety, in the way you're never quite settled. But you figured out something beautiful. You stopped living for applause. You started living for alignment, and Stoicism helped you get there, because when you really absorb the idea that your worth doesn't depend on what other people think, everything changes. Epictetus said, if you want to improve, be content to be thought foolish and stupid. It's bold but freeing. When you stop needing validation, your energy softens. You smile more freely. You walk with this quiet strength, like you're rooted in something deeper, and people notice. They can't always explain it, but they feel it. They'll say things like, you seem so grounded. You just seem comfortable in your skin. Or, You look amazing. What's your secret? And the secret? It's not on your face. It's in your peace. You've trained yourself to let go of chasing. You don't need everyone to agree with you. You don't need 10 compliments a day. You're not performing. You're just being. And when someone doesn't approve of you, you don't crumble. You understand. Their opinion is theirs to carry, not yours. That detachment keeps you emotionally lighter, mentally clearer, and yes, physically fresher, because you're not wearing stress on your face. You're not walking around waiting to be picked. You've already chosen yourself, and that confidence, the real kind, is one of the most beautiful, youthful energies a person can have. So let me ask you this. Have you ever let go of needing approval and felt something shift inside you? Tell me in the comments. I want to know how that felt for you. Reason number 4, you laugh at life's absurdity, and that might just be the most youthful habit of all, because here's the truth. Life is weird. People are unpredictable. Plans fall apart. Traffic jams happen on your birthday. You spill coffee on your clean shirt right before the meeting. And you've learned to smile anyway. Maybe even chuckle a little. That kind of reaction is rare. Most people tense up, grit their teeth, and let tiny annoyances drain their entire day. But not you, because deep down, you understand what the Stoics understood. Most of life isn't personal. It's just random. It's just life. Seneca said, "Sometimes even to live is an act of courage." And part of that courage is choosing to laugh instead of snap. It's easy to think humor is just a personality trait, something some people are born with. But for Stoics, it's a choice. It's a way to protect your energy, preserve your sanity, and keep your face from locking into that permanent stress mode so many people wear. Think about it. Who looks younger? The person always on edge, or the one who can shrug off chaos with a grin? That's the power of lightness. You don't fake positivity. You just don't give life the power to ruin your day. You laugh. Because the alternative, rage, stress, resentment, that stuff weighs you down. And over time, it shows. But humor, that lifts you. It gives your face softness. It gives your voice ease. It gives your presence this effortless, glowing vibe. And it's not just about looking good. It's about feeling good, free. When you laugh at life's absurdity, you stop wrestling with it. You start flowing with it. That flexibility, it's youthful. It's magnetic. And it's a gift you give to everyone around you. So let me ask you this. What's one ridiculous thing that used to ruin your day, but now just makes you laugh? Drop it in the comments. Let's laugh about it together. Reason number 5, you embrace simplicity, and in a world obsessed with more, that makes you stand out. And yes, look younger. It's strange, isn't it? How some people always seem overwhelmed. Too many tabs open on their screen. Too many people to impress, too many plans, too many opinions in their ears, and it shows in their eyes, in their posture, in the way they're always rushing, always tired. But you've simplified. You don't clutter your life with what doesn't matter anymore. You're not chasing the next thing just because it's trendy. And that simplicity, it gives you space, mental space, emotional space, even visual space. Your energy feels clear. That's a deeply Stoic habit. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "If you seek tranquility, do less, or more accurately, do what's essential." And you took that to heart. You don't need 50 skincare steps. You don't need to be at every party or keep up with every opinion online. You've trimmed the excess, and what's left feels light, peaceful, clean. That inner simplicity radiates outward. People can feel it. They may not say it, but they're drawn to it. Because your calm isn't chaotic. Your energy isn't noisy. You've cleared out the clutter, and that stillness is magnetic. Still water reflects clearly. So does a quiet mind. You have that now, and with it comes more than just peace. It comes with presence. The kind of presence that feels ageless, not loud, not flashy, but solid and steady. When you embrace simplicity, you're telling the world, I know what matters, and I don't need the rest. That confidence is rare, that focus is powerful, and that peace, it's youthful. You're not burning out trying to keep up. You're slowing down, you're choosing wisely, you're living better. And funny enough, in that slow, intentional living, you glow. So let's talk. What's one thing you've simplified in your life that made everything feel lighter? Drop it in the comments. Your experience might inspire someone else. Reason number 6, you don't take things personally, and that might be the biggest weight you've ever let go of. Because the moment you stop assuming every criticism, every cold text, every weird look is about you, you reclaim so much energy. Most people, they internalize everything. A coworker snaps and they spiral, a friend pulls back, and they replay every conversation, wondering what they did wrong. But you've learned something different. You pause, you breathe, you remind yourself, not everything needs to be about me. That's stoicism in action. Epictetus said, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. And when you stop reacting like everything's personal, your whole world softens. You don't carry other people's moods on your face. You don't take someone else's bad day and wear it like it's your responsibility. That inner boundary, that separation, it keeps your peace intact, and peace is beautiful, it's visible, it's in the relaxed muscles around your eyes, it's in your posture, it's in the way you move through conflict. Calm, grounded, not rattled. That's the kind of presence that makes people go, they just seem light, because you're not weighed down by invisible battles that don't even belong to you. You've learned that people act from their own fears, their own pain, their own unresolved stuff. It's not about you. It never really was. And instead of absorbing it, you release it, not coldly, not with bitterness, but with clarity. You choose not to carry it. That choice keeps your energy clean. And clean energy is rare. It's radiant. It's youthful. Because nothing ages a person faster than constantly feeling offended or wounded or emotionally heavy. But you've stepped away from that cycle. And now people notice you're calm. They feel safe around you. You're not reactive, you're reflective. You respond with grace, with self-respect, with silence when needed. And all of that makes you look and feel ageless. So let me ask you, was there ever a moment where you stopped taking something personally and felt completely free because of it? Share it in the comments. Your story might be the reminder someone else needs today. Reason number 7. You see aging differently. And honestly, that changes everything. Because the way you think about aging shows up in the way you live. Most people fight time. They see every new wrinkle like a personal failure. Every birthday feels like a countdown. They panic, cover up, deny, and try to hold on to some frozen version of themselves from 10 years ago. But you've made peace with the rhythm of time, and that peace is magnetic. You don't view aging as something to fear. You see it as something to honor. That's rare, that's powerful. And yes, that makes you look younger than the people who are desperately trying not to age at all. Because youthfulness, in your case, isn't about fighting life. It's about flowing with it. You've learned from the Stoics that every stage of life has beauty and every moment is borrowed. Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do and say and think. Sounds intense, but there's freedom in that. When you embrace impermanence, you stop wasting time. You stop living in fear. You stop trying to reverse the clock, and you start being present. And presence is ageless. There's something youthful about someone who's not racing against time, but walking calmly beside it. You've probably met people in their 20s who seem worn out, bitter, cynical, and people in their 50s or 60s who glow with curiosity, calm, and confidence. That's mindset, not age. And you've tapped into that. You appreciate the day instead of resenting the number attached to it. You move with intention. You speak with care. You're not rushing through life, you're savoring it. That presence, that perspective, that wisdom without the heaviness. It shows, not in how smooth your skin is, but in how soft your eyes are. Not in how trendy you look, but in how at ease you feel. You've made peace with time, and that peace radiates. So I'll leave you with this. What helps you feel good about aging, whether you're 20, 40, or 70? Let's talk in the comments. I want to hear your thoughts. So now you know, it's not just about the face cream, the genetics, or drinking kale smoothies every morning. It's deeper than that. The real reasons you look younger than your age, they come from how you think, how you respond, how you live. You don't let stress settle into your skin. You don't burn your energy on what you can't control. You rest, you release, you simplify, and you laugh when things get ridiculous. That's not just good for your soul, it shows up in your body too. This is the quiet power of Stoicism. Not the dry, heavy version that feels like a history lecture, but the kind that breathes into your everyday life. The kind that helps you walk through the chaos calmly, sleep deeper, react slower, and carry yourself with that unshakable confidence people can't quite describe, but always notice. And if that's making you look younger, well, that's just a beautiful side effect of living well. Now I want to hear from you. Tell me in the comments, have you ever been told you look younger than your age? And what do you think your secret is? Your experience might really inspire someone else reading. If you found value in this video, please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss future insights on Stoicism. We've got a lot more wisdom to explore together, and I'd love for you to be part of this journey. Until next time, stay calm, stay grounded, and keep showing up with the kind of energy the world can feel, even before you say a word.